Hey folks, welcome back. This is Alok, and we are in chapter first and first of CI/CD for Xamarin Project using Azure Pipeline. In this chapter first, we will basically will talk about why need CI/CD for Xamarin mobile development. So then we will have a in consecutive next chapters we will talk about hands-on experience on uh, different processes and Android deployment and iOS deployment and then Azure App Center, Azure Pipeline and all the stuff. We will have the complete course about this all the things. So now the question is why need CI/CD for Xamarin Mobile development? So if I talk about refer to this the workflow, or I would say the steps required to deploy your Xamarin Android and Xamarin iOS, you need to perform these steps. For Android, you need to perform five different steps. Beside your key file creations and set up your app on Google Play Store, and similarly uh, for the iOS, this is the additional this is the additional step beside your creation of certificates, app ID, and provisioning profile installation and downloading. These all I did not include those steps, although those are the one time setup steps. So, but still that's required. So I just here, if you notice that for Android, you need to perform five different steps to roll out or to share your build, or the app will be available for downloading for your customer or user. Similarly, for the iOS, it requires six different steps. Then only your app will be available for your downloading for by your customer or user. So, in Android, step first will require some config setting, some value setting inside the Android manifest.xml file, some target and all target uh, OS and target SDK versioning and the versioning and the version name. Then you have to generate in the second step you have to generate the APK file. What is APK? APK basically Android developers all don't know what the APK, right? It's basically a zip file, or I would say the zip, one of the compressed format, which when Android system or Android framework, while building your source code, either is Java or some hybrid platform, they they plug together each and everything and then build a APK file. So it's a abbreviation for the Android packages. Okay. So what is happening? You need to generate the APK file with using some steps inside the Visual Studio. Visual Studio. So here the step is called archive for publishing, and then you perform this command operation that it generate the APK file. Then you have to sign the APK with your upload key or the signing key that created on your machine. That created on machine. I will explain you in the chapter 3, where I will have a complete session on the manual deployment on uh, Xamarin Android on Google Play Store. Once you sign once you signed your APK with the signing key or upload key, then you need to manually upload your build or the signed APK on the Google Play Store. With your Google Play developer account, and then you submit for review to the Google Play or the Google Play team for the review. Once they review and they allow you to publish your app, then it will automatically your app will be live in 24 hours. So now if you notice that these 5 steps. Similarly, for the iOS, you need to set some value in the info plist file, like the version number. That's important thing for every iteration. Then you need to generate the IPA file. IPA file basically it's called iOS App Store package file. So you need to generate the IPA file. IPA file, then you need to sign with your sign key. You need to sign with your provisioning profile key. Provisioning file, I will explain to you in chapter 4, where I will be a complete chapter for iOS, Xamarin iOS publishing, deployment, publishing, and everything. We will cover the each and entire process of uh, deployment of iOS build on App Store. Then once you sign the APK, then you need to upload the APK. There are two way, or I was three way, but I would show you on the two ways in chapter 3 that how to. One is the ad hoc option, where you need to upload manually with the help of some third party tool or the Apple provide itself. One of the tool called Transporter, where you manually upload the build with the help of Transporter. Then Transporter automatically push your build on your App Store account for this particular app. Then you need to you need to fill the assessments that require, and then it submit for the review. Once it's get approved by Apple, then the app will be live. So now you just think about this, all the steps required to perform the think about, like if you have you are maintaining one of the product, and it is every time or every month you have releases, or sometime it's possible that user reported some bug and you need to perform those tasks immediately. Then beside your development work, you need to perform these tasks sequentially. So consider the how much effort you need to put, and how things situation will be mess around, and things like that way. So like if you notice about this thing, like every time you have to perform this task, this, if you forget anything between each of the step, everything will you lost the stages where you perform, you will be scrapped. You need to perform again from the start, and then you have to in, like if you forget your like key file, and like you are starting the, although your repository in somewhere, right? So you downloaded your code and started developing, but you missed your key file. Then it will not possible for you to release the build for the on the same app, for the same app, for the either Android or similar for the IPA. If you miss your provisioning profile key, then it is very difficult for you to that. In fact, it is can't possible to upload your build on the same app for the upcoming releases. So these are the complexities. To overcome this, we have the process called CI/CD. CI/CD basically is called as the name suggests, and everybody now familiar in this day, because it's trending now, right? So basically it's the call continuous integration and continuous deployment. So what is happening continuous integration, that every time you have checking the code, and then you have to your some triggering event will happen, and automatically your build will be pushed to your store, and then it will go live within the very short moment of time. So now if you notice that this process take a time, and this is the manual step. Manually you need to perform steps, and each step require a different kind of thing. Like once you're generating sign the key, you need to submit you need to log in on the Google Play or in the App Store account to publish things like that. So this all the complexity and the problem has been solved by the CI/CD process. There are several CI/CD process, several CI/CD, or I would say that DevOps level in the market, but one of the most favorable and the most using CI/CD for Xamarin is from the Azure pipeline. Azure pipeline. I will cover Azure pipeline in chapter 2, and the detail for the hands-on experience on Azure pipeline for iOS and Android in chapter 5 and 6. So now if you notice in this the block diagram, there are almost 3 steps for your Android and 4 steps for your iOS, and you no need to worry about your where is the either the key file, where is my your build generated. Then you have to manipulate. You only need to file the trigger event, like commit the code. It automatically starting the pushing the code, and on the App Store you just log into App Store, and you just have to enable your build to move to on the stores like a Google Play Store and then App Store Play, and things has been done, right? So this is the major benefit, and that reducing your day-to-day effort, or I would say the less effective effort that require more time, that consume more time, and then have to decrease your productivity. But with the help of this, your productivity will increase definitely, because it's a repetitive, right? And it says that if repeated but takes time, that the moment that now the moment is to automate this process. That automation will name here the CI/CD. With automation, it's make you that everything will be work 100% perfectly without changing anything. But in case of manual deployment, you might be miss something, and then you have to mess around again. That's it from this chapter. We will see you in chapter 2, where we talk about like the Azure pipeline and and the App Center, how it's make our life easier. Thank you.